there is still more that we want to know about the film. Let's start with what inspired you to make Miss Representation?
So I was in the entertainment industry at the time that reality shows and the whole celebrity dumbed down, lowest common denominator of what it is to be an American culture was taking off. And I witnessed Paris Hilton and Lindsay Lohan and all these young girls being tabloid fodder, being demeaned, objectified, and disregarded. And I couldn't imagine raising a healthy daughter in a climate that's so ridiculed and demeaned and disrespected women and girls. And then I met my husband, who introduced me to incredible political figures like Hillary Clinton and Condoleezza Rice and Senator Dianne Feinstein. And I started to notice a disconnect between the portrayals of women in the media and women in the real world, powerful women in the real world. And I started investigating and looking at the facts, and misrepresentation was born.
What do you believe is the most important thing individuals can do to change the portrayal of women in media?
Right now, here in the US, we have to use our power as consumers and buy the good media and support it and celebrate it and not buy the bad media. We also have to tell our stories, and we have to write, and we have to utilize social media to get our perspectives out there. And we need to educate people around us about our stories and the truth.
How do you get boys and young men to listen? What do you want them to take away from the film?
So I'm working on our next few films right now, which delve into our boys and masculinity and the larger sort of culture that's more of a dominator system versus a partnership system that we live in, given sort of the way we value extremes of masculinity in the American culture. And what occurred to me is that I don't think all of our men and boys, some, but I don't think all of our men and boys are actually even aware of the inequities, of the challenges that women confront, of the decisions men are making subconsciously on a daily basis that exclude women, that prevent women from reaching and fulfilling their dreams. So I recommend when we reach out to men and boys that we come from a place of empathy, while also being firm, but come from a place of empathy because culture is learned. So in some sense, you can unlearn culture, or we have to re-educate our men and boys.
What is the most important piece of advice you want to give to your daughter and everyone's daughters?
I want my daughter and all of our daughters and granddaughters to know their value and know their self-worth and use their voice.
You see, this room is filled with passionate women from around the world, women who devoted to helping women and girls live their dreams. What is the one thing you would like them to remember after your presentation?
I want you to be reminded of your value as a citizen in your country and as a consumer, as a global consumer. Support the companies, the products, the media, the programs that value women and girls. Do your homework. And don't support that which demeans, degrades, and disrespects women and girls. And make that a family policy, and make it a corporate policy, and make it a friend policy. Seriously, we have to change our culture. And there's strength in numbers. So you all have such strength in numbers and such a singular, incredible mission that if you can continue to spread, to commit to using your voices and speaking out about the injustices, but also remembering the value of the purse and your particular purse, you can run a product, a program, a company out of business overnight.